everyone. Welcome back to our podcast, No More Secrets. As always, I'm your aunt, Mary Albrecht.
And I'm your niece, Katie Albrecht. And we're laughing if you're listening and not watching, because I happen to have a mountain of pillows on top of me right now.
She does.
This is my fort. Welcome in. You guys are all guests here at Katie's fort.
It's really beautiful.
And truthfully, thank you. Yeah, I worked really hard on it.
Yeah,
I constructed it. I did the floor plans, all of that
Probably
stuff.
costly, yeah.
Yeah. I'm missing this side a little bit, so there's a little bit of a breeze.
Oh,
but,
okay.
You
Sure you don't want to cover yourself up?
It's all right. Yeah.
Okay, that camera might,
It might kind of get some of it, yeah. But I have this layer of protection, I guess you could say. I mean, it's not really serious, but I did have my birthday this past week, and I ate a lot of food and drank a lot of liquor.
So she's feeling a little bloated, and this makes her look much slimmer.
Don't I look small?
It makes perfect sense.
Yeah. And it's just cozy. I just like having a little,
Yeah, it's very
extra comfort around.
Well, they're
me and
actually
stuff.
meant to be like comfort pillows for our guests or for us. Like, when you're talking about something and you're feeling vulnerable, it's nice to have
to have something to hug.
or a dunkle.
If you have a dog, that works too. But the pillows are nice. Plus, they're all part of the color scheme, which is really the important
Well, that
thing.
was important. I mean, good Lord, we took a long time
to figure out
starting
this
with
color scheme,
Katie
yes.
picking this color.
Yes, and
I really like it.
I think they pulled it all together very nicely.
I do too. We
Yeah.
we redid we're doing just a few things in our basement at home, and the stairs are going to have a gray carpet, and then the laundry room's going to have a tan carpet. And I thought,
Oh, you're putting a carpet in?
well, it's already got a carpet. It's just an indoor-outdoor thing, so we're just
Oh.
replacing it. It's not really, it's just laying on it, but it's tan. And I thought, I already have experience with gray and tan, and I'm completely comfortable.
Are you doing a little bit of dark, like wicker? As well?
No, it's a laundry room.
So you're not going to get more patio furniture for the inside?
I don't think so. Might happen.
Hey, I mean, it's very comfortable.
But
Indoor, outdoor, it doesn't matter.
It is. It's nice. I like our circular pattern.
Yeah. It's good.
But Katie had her 30th birthday, and I wished her well on Wednesday night, the night before her 30th birthday. Told her sorry for her loss, because of
my
the loss of
20s.
her 20s, and I told her that the next time I see her, she's going to have 3 chins and a bunch of wrinkles.
Okay, but do you remember when I turned 25, or leading up until I turned 25?
Oh my God, yes.
She was just a bundle of joy, honestly, when it comes to aging. So I've known her. We got close when I was about 22, and for the next 3 years, she warned me that 25 is when it all goes downhill. pretty
Yeah,
much.
everything changes after 25.
Everything changes. Your back starts to hurt. You start to get wrinkles.
Your
Basically, all the
neck.
stuff she's saying now at 32.
And you get hungover faster unless you're me.
And you get hungover faster. Yes, yeah. 2-day hangovers instead of just one. But then I was living in Chicago at the time, and Mary, we were writing our book, and Mary would always pick me up from the train station when I would kind of take the train back and everything. And it just happened to be the biggest coincidence that the first time I was seeing her after I turned 25, I threw out my neck. Like that morning, I think, when I was about to see you. So then when you pick me up from the train station, I can't even, I have to turn my whole body to look at her and everything.
It was hilarious. And it was cold.
The timing of it could not have been more perfect and more surreal,
So
honestly.
she's walking and then she sits down and kind of swings her whole self in at the same time. And then she's like, hi, and she's looking forward. And then I think you wanted because I always have
wanted
the
to
air conditioning on, or
Yeah.
did you want to change the station?
It
or
was
something?
something like that, something on the
dashboard.
The
And
dashboard, yeah.
her little arm goes out and she's like, can you change that? I can't reach it.
I could not turn at all, and it was all because I turned 25.
And I was like, oh my God.
Quality
you've
of
been
life went straight down, honestly.
You were only a week into being 25 and you were a wreck. It was awesome.
I'm surprised nothing happened like this now that I'm 30,
Well, you're bloated.
Yeah, I'm bloated, so I gotta have the
Pretty
pillow for it.
awful.
But I mean, I get a pillow for it, though. So
3.
it's pretty great.
3?
A full rounded fort. Pretty nice.
I'm really happy for you. But 30.
30.
Yeah, that's good. 30. Did you see on the socials I had Travis post, the best is yet to come.
That was nice of you. After
Yeah.
saying sorry for your loss in your 20s.
Just saying,
first.
Everything sucks after this, because I'm really a great aunt. But no, it really does. It gets better because
I think so.
you start not worrying so much. You kind of know what your life course is or what you want it to be, and you have a nice group of friends. And
everyone that I've talked to that's already experienced the 30s says that it's a really good decade because it's kind of like your 20s because you're still energetic, you're still healthy, you're still young-ish. Well, sort of, except for when your neck gets thrown out. But
or you drink.
Or you drink, which
which you did on Thursday, your
which
birthday.
I did, yeah. And I'm still recovering, so I am in that part of life. But you have a little bit more like confidence. You have a little bit more, probably money because you're more settled in your career and stuff. So
and
I think it'll be good.
You know yourself better. Like for instance, I was really proud of you how you decided that, the birthday week was going to be too much for you if you proceeded with your Friday night plans. You knew yourself well enough to say, I have to cancel out on the Friday night. It's too much. I'm going to get sick. I'm going to get overwhelmed.
Yeah, and we've talked about this on the podcast.
The balance, yeah.
Of learning my limits, and I tried to do the pack everything in again, and I realized, no, I cannot do something every night again, it's just too much. So I'm learning.
Yeah, that's what I mean. She turned 30 and she
wise.
learned one day after that.
I'm really wise.
Yeah, very wise. In fact, I have a little quote here that kind of relates to that because one of the things I was going to do was bring up some quotes.
I didn't even mean to do that segue, so that's great.
It's very good. But regret.
I just wanted to compliment myself. Look at all this wisdom I got.
It's instant.
In the pillow fort. I'm keeping it all together.
And she doesn't have a triple chin. Regret is counterproductive. It's looking back on a past that you can't change. Questioning things as they occur can prevent regret in the future. So you questioned whether or not Friday night was going to be too much for you, and you acted on it, which prevented regret that might occur tomorrow or maybe today because you still have an event tonight.
I feel like you have a professor voice on right now. So you acted on it with the hand motions and yes, but
man.
Continue.
Well, that was it.
Oh, okay.
Tune into YouTube if you want to see my hand motions. But no, but meaning you caught it in advance.
Yeah.
And I kind of like that concept of, rather than going through it knowing that it's not the right thing, and then you'd be like, why did I do that? And then Sunday you're like on the verge of getting sick, and then you got to go back to work, and you're like, why did I do that? That kind of like you questioned in advance.
Right. And I've also talked about this before too, but when I get overwhelmed or stressed, I tend to get sick.
Correct.
Or I tend to get, I've lost hair, I've gotten rashes. Like, my body just doesn't handle stress well, so I have to make sure that I'm careful about it. So.
And that's, we talked about it before, but it's a really good lesson to understand your body. Like, for instance, my therapist, she took on the role of being the director. And all of a sudden her arthritis, she's got rheumatoid arthritis, with the stress, it just flared up to the point where she was miserable. And she knew as much as her head wanted to be the director at Youth and Family Counseling, her body couldn't take it. So she stepped back. She stepped down.
That's good.
Yeah, after just even a couple months, because she knew it's not going to work.
I would hope people in the therapy world would know their limits.
I would hope so.
Yeah, because they're teaching other people that, so.
It's not always the case, to be honest.
Not everyone practices what they preaches, so, and I get that.
And a lot of them are in that field to fix themselves, and they haven't quite gotten to that chapter yet.
Yeah, good point. Yeah.
I once knew a family therapist was having an affair with a married man, and she was a married woman, and she's counseling families. I'm like,
Do you think she tells them to cheat on their spouses?
Probably.
I think that's
that's
really
the
good
key to
choice.
Happiness.
Honestly, you gotta feel good about yourself. This is about you, Which they do say, but not in that context.
You need to take what you need from life, regardless of the consequences.
Give yourself some self-care with another person.
365 days of self-love.
Yup.
It's supposed to be self-love, not love of somebody else or somebody else loving you.
But that's how you love yourself if you love someone else, right?
Well, it could be.
According to the therapist that's sleeping with a married person.
And is married herself.
And married herself, yeah.
This is a long
Yeah.
time ago, but
Right.
yeah.
So not your current therapist.
Anyway, what all did you do for your birthday this week?
Well, I went out for a couple of drinks with some coworkers, and got very drunk because they kept giving me shots and
Right after work on Thursday?
yeah.
On the day?
yeah, right afterwards. Also, a group of my coworkers were really great, and they kind of did the whole thing up. Like they gave a whole buffet of food, so I was eating all day. There was balloons. They got me big gifts.
Oh,
I mean,
wow.
like, it was a really nice day actually, and I felt very special.
Did they know it was your 30th?
They did, yeah. So I think that's why it was a bigger deal.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was just a very nice day altogether. Like they did like a travel theme. So then there was a bunch of decorations that were all about travel and like my honeymoon coming up. And I think my gifts were also related to that as well. So I got like some stuff for my passport. I got like a honeymoon t-shirt. I got a travel backpack.
Oh my gosh.
And
This is wonderful.
packing cubes as well.
What?
Those are, you put them in your suitcase to organize. You would probably love it.
Oh,
Yeah, it's an
I would do that without
organizer.
traveling.
You could probably, use it for your drawer or something.
Drawers
you know?
or your floor.
or your floor, or yeah, exactly.
Shelves, anything. Yeah.
But yeah, they're nice. They're kind of like they're not hard, so you can like they're bendable in your suitcase and stuff. So they keep all your stuff organized. Yeah, yeah. I know. Did I just make you like super excited?
I think I need to leave this
I
podcast
think you
now
need to
and
come
go.
on my honeymoon with me.
That would work.
Yeah, come to Portugal. So just so you can use the travel cubes.
You know, I'm happy to break them in for you if you want me to keep them until you go.
I don't want to make you too excited.
I won't ever show up again because I'm home playing with my cubes.
With your cubes and reorganizing and all that
Oh
stuff.
my God, this sounds wonderful. Do they
Look
know
at
you
her.
or what?
I feel like you're like daydreaming right now. Like,
Yeah,
man,
my eyes are like dancing. They're stars.
did someone say organized? Cubes for your stuff?
I love
I
it.
even like it too, and I'm
And bendable.
and bendable, yeah.
So that was Thursday, and then did Matt do something for you, or is that tonight?
He's putting on a party,
Tonight.
which you are invited to. if you
Right.
like.
Okay. So I guess they're a bunch of youngins playing video games. Woo woo.
And there was a miscommunication somewhere along the way where Mary's like, "Oh yeah, I'm going to your party."
You invited me. And she's like, I did.
To your whole class because you had a class going on at the same time. And you are invited. It just, I mean, you've never told me about your video game obsession, so I didn't know.
Why do you think I'm always running Mary Katie time?
Because you're playing video games?
Yes.
What's your favorite?
Yes. All of them.
What's your favorite? Yes.
Is there one called
Final
yes?
answer. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. I don't know if there's one called yes.
Okay.
There's one called Halo. We did one of those pop culture questions on it. Remember the one that Travis had for us?
That's right.
Yeah.
God, that was a long time ago.
All right, 2 weeks ago, but yeah.
So I had a really, really hard week with Terry's health, like really hard. Every day was pretty much an emergency. It just was, we didn't know what was going on. We went to the doctor one day. We went to the hospital the next day.
Oh, we got some roses on TikTok.
What?
Nice.
From who?
I can't see from here. I'm old. I'm
Because-
old now. I can't
Oh,
read.
so that's the other thing that goes is
Can't
your
read.
eyesight.
Yeah.
How do you know they're for you?
What?
How do you know the roses are for you?
Because we're on a live. And
I know, but
it's-
why? Maybe they're for me.
looks like we got another little thing too.
Maybe they're for me though.
I didn't say it was for. Okay, so it's just for us in general.
Oh.
Okay, for those of you guys that don't know, she doesn't understand TikTok. So all these gifts. She doesn't understand this. But thank you for giving us little gifts. That's so fun.
I'm the one that had the really shitty week. Remember? Let's see what pops up. Nothing.
Nothing. It's okay. We got a few of them. Yeah.
Every day was like emergency questioning. We spent 5 hours in the ER, went to 2 or 3 doctors, then ended up going to the hospital, and it just kind of kept going on and on. Considered calling an ambulance. That's how bad it got. But
We just got some more roses.
what?
Keep talking about your bad stuff.
Are they for me, you guys? Can they be for just me?
I guess it's just for Mary.
There's another one. Who's messing with us?
Might be it looks like Travis is sending us some roses.
Travis. Thank you.
Thanks, Travis.
He said, do you think it's for both of us? Okay.
Are you upset about that?
No.
Oh, it's
I'm
for both
fine.
of us?
I'm fine. Just another
I'm
one
the
just
important
came.
one.
Everything's fine. So it was just a really hard week, but we did finally figure out that Terry has a side effect of cancer, which is some of the organs start to shut down. They don't filter the fluids that they need to, so the fluids end up lining your stomach. And then it puts pressure on your stomach, and then you can't eat, and it also can press up into the lungs, and then you can't breathe very well, and those were his symptoms. So they drained 1.5 liters of fluid out of him, out of his stomach on Friday, and he already feels a lot better, like he can at least eat and he can breathe, kind of basics of life. So hopefully we can get that done on a regular basis, but it's just another thing on the slope of cancer. It's just really, really hard. There's so many things with cancer and with treatment of cancer, plus he has his heart disease, and so it's just hard to figure out what's what. And anyway, so it was just like a week that felt like a month, which is why it seems like forever ago that we did pop culture, and I'm really, really tired. But during the week, I managed to have time for a manicure, because that's important, right?
The most important.
Most important.
Yeah.
And I was getting a manicure with my lady Jenny, who is the one who actually works there, and she pulled out of her drawer this envelope that says, "To Mary from an angel," and inside is a gift card for $45 to
Your nail salon.
the nail salon, which is the price of a pedicure there. And I was getting, I'll tell the story, but she asked Jenny what service did she just get, and it was the $45 service. So anyway, this person was waiting for Jenny next, but she overheard me telling Jenny this week about Terry and about how sad it is and how hard it is and how beaten down I am, and just cancer in general, and how much it sucks and it's hard to watch him suffer and hard this. And she just marched up to the desk and bought a gift card for me, put it in an envelope, "To Mary from an angel," told Jenny, give it to Mary the next time she's in. Mm-hmm. So this was last week, because every week it's bad with Terry, and then told her, don't say who I am. I just want her to know that somebody's heard her story, somebody's thinking about her, somebody feels bad, and this is a way to give, a little something back to you, to help you feel supported. Mm-hmm. And I was shocked, because this is somebody I don't know, and not only that, somebody that doesn't want any credit.
Right, which is kind of cool, actually.
Yeah, exactly. And so I am going to write a heartfelt thank you, and bring it to Jenny to give to her, but again, not revealing who she is, because Jenny promised she wouldn't. Mm-hmm. And I just thought, wow, there's something in a really bleak week. There was somebody just like out of the blue giving you a gift for no reason.
A random act of kindness.
And we've talked about that a little bit on the show, but it really made the difference this week. It really, really helped me. And I didn't want to use it. I was going to use it, but I wanted to hang on to it for a while and cherish it a little more before I actually just spend it,
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
I think you should. And just to remember the happiness that you felt when you got it.
When I got it from an angel. So yeah.
That is a nice break in the day or week, I think.
Yeah, it really was. It really restored a lot of faith, in humans, because, see a lot on the news that is very negative about
I'd say
humans.
most of the news is negative. Yeah.
Exactly. And leading to another quote. So when I read a book, I read it on
Oh, did I just segue again?
You
into another-
did.
because of the news.
Well, kind of, but yeah.
It's probably nothing to do with it.
I read books on my phone on Kindle because I just like having it with me wherever I am, because I'm always at, it seems like often at hospitals or waiting rooms or doctor's offices, and so you just have it here. It's light, it's easy to read. But because of that, when I see something I really find moving, whether or not it's fiction or what, I here I am with Miss Technology.
She's really smart.
I highlight it like this and take a screenshot.
But you don't remember which book it's from, though, right?
Well, that's the thing. I got to do that better in the future.
I do like to give credit where credit is due to the authors, but
I have no idea.
just know that you had the best intentions to do that.
And I'd have to go through all of my books on Kindle to find which quote came from where. Although I think it might have the page number, so I might be able to do it faster than I think.
Yeah.
Because then you can...
What was the last books that you read? Do you remember?
53 minutes left in the book.
Wow. Do you remember the last books that you read?
Well, I read the 7
Husbands
Husband,
of
Evelyn Hugo.
I just finished that recently, too.
Okay. I read a book called 20 Years Later by somebody named Charlie Donea, Donea.
I've seen the name, but I don't know it.
It was good. It was published in 2022. And it was
nice.
about the 20-year anniversary of 9/11.
Oh, okay.
But it was fiction, but it was there was a mystery surrounding that, and it made it kind of like
nice.
like current, because we just had the 20th anniversary last
Right.
September. So, and now I'm reading Nita Prose. It's called The Maid,
Oh, okay. Yeah, you showed me that one over there.
which is along the lines of Eleanor Oliphant in terms of the main character is like an Eleanor Oliphant, kind
So
of quirky,
kinda awkward
socially
and-
awkward, maybe autistic, very
Okay.
literal. And she gets herself involved in something that ends up getting accused of a murder, and she,
Oh, wow.
and she's a maid. That's why it's called The Maid.
That's good.
And
I like when they are
it's
consistent,
so obvious,
Yeah.
And she says, they're like, I feel like you've done something very dirty. And then she's like in the police interrogation room, and it's like, excuse me, I am a maid. I never do anything dirty. I clean up dirty messes. I don't make dirt. It's just, and the detectives are like, we're talking about murder, not about housekeeping.
Right, yeah. That's really funny.
Stuff like that. So yeah, she gets and she's overly polite. So you're being accused of murder. Excuse me, it's not polite for you to have your elbows on the table. I know we're not eating right now, and
That's
we're in an
very Eleanor Oliphant, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
That's very Eleanor.
And
Yeah,
they
I like that.
And they get really mad because they're trying to, they think she's deflecting, but she has no doubt in her mind she's innocent because she's so literal and honest and, whatever. So,
I'm thinking about it because you were saying that it was nice when someone else did something for you, but I feel like, do you think that reading is like an escape
oh, big
also
time.
from your life?
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
It's nice to get into someone else's story and their dramas and their struggles and be able to escape all the shit that's going on in your life.
Yeah, I mean, yesterday when we were getting that procedure done, this was like the 5th day of waiting in hospitals, and we still have to wear masks in hospitals, and how I feel about that, and I got claustrophobic, and I kind of had an anxiety attack, and all of a sudden I just sort of escaped. I did this. I leaned down like this with my phone, got into the story, and I could take my mask off because it was just here because nobody could see. And so I could both take my mask off.
So you literally, physically escaped into the story, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And then I eventually went outside. But yeah, it just helps me to distract. It really does.
Oh, I love reading for that reason. I've been getting more into reading more fiction again because I kind of took a break from it and stuff, but it is I feel like I'm just healthier mentally when I'm when I'm reading more.
It stimulates a different area of your brain, and for us, we're creative, and I like seeing the phrases
I
and
like
the words
seeing how
and
it's all put together. Like the creation of a story is fascinating because I know that we've also done it. You know, like it's a good experience to do on a regular basis. And I know I'm trying to promote reading as much as possible because I know it's not as popular as like watching TV or
yeah, it's a different kind of
movies
brain
or
activation
whatever,
though, for sure. You know.
Yeah, and it's really, really healthy, and you learn as you're also entering a different world and everything. So it's really, really good.
Yeah.
I got Mary into reading again.
She did.
I did.
So
when we were starting to get to know each other back in 2015.
Sorry, just making sure everything's okay with Terry. And it is. It's fine.
Oh, good.
So I wasn't reading hardly at all when we first connected in 2015.
But we were starting to write this book, and it was it helps to read when you're a writer.
It does help. It helps a lot.
Because you start to pick up like what other people do, and you're like, oh, I can kind of use that, but make it my own, and like the styles and structures and stuff.
Yeah. But the quote. This is our.
Oh, did I segue again, or
did
just
you notice that we don't
not
have
at
a
all
guest today? So we're just doing a Mary Katie show, which a lot of people tell me they love. They like our banter.
I've been told that too.
Anyway, this quote,
we're kind of interesting.
Which of course we're amazing. I don't know what book this is from.
Nice.
But now I have to burp. Sorry. That's my tummy is my stress center.
You do you.
And
I'm in my fort. I'm happy.
You're still in your fort. I feel like I read this on the show, but I'm going to read it again. It says, the human race gets an awful lot of flack, but really most of the time people are just going around being quietly, silently, utterly amazing. And that's what I thought of this angel person. Quietly, silently amazing. Not needing any kudos for it, not there's no strings. It's just
made her feel good.
Yep.
To do something good for someone.
Yeah, and a lot of people are doing that, but you don't hear about it.
Because it's quiet.
Right. Exactly.
Because they don't need credit for it.
Yes, exactly.
But then there's the opposite where I feel like celebrities will do like a good deed, but then like heavily publicize it.
Well, exactly.
Like they'll make a significant donation to a charity, but then there'll be like press release after press release about it and stuff. And it's like, are you doing it for the good deed or for the publicity?
Yeah, and I guess it's good that charity's getting it, but
it's like but then this person is getting more attention, so then it's like,
yeah,
I can understand the idea behind not wanting any credit, because then it is just for the good deed itself.
I feel like that's the whole point of charity. It's supposed to be just to do it because you want to do it, not because you want any credit.
Right.
So
yeah, I agree with that.
But how about this one? When
there wasn't even a segue for that one yet. How about this new thing?
When the world feels dark and scary, love can whisk you off to go dancing. Laughter can take some of the pain away, and beauty can punch holes in your fear. Aww.
Aww. Nice.
Love, laughter, and beauty. Speaking of beauty, look at Dunkel. He got groomed this week.
He looks like little Scrappy Doo.
What is that?
I was going to say, do you know who Scrappy Doo is? Scooby Doo. Have you ever heard of Scooby Doo?
I have heard of Scooby Doo.
Scrappy Doo is like a little dog. I mean, he doesn't look like that, but it just the shape of his body kind of
like
reminds me of Scrappy Doo.
Like a little version of the bigger version?
Yeah, he looks like Scooby, but he doesn't look like that.
Does he look like a scrappy version of me?
Or other people in our life, which we've talked about. We've talked about, but maybe shouldn't say.
Right. Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
He does look like someone in our life, and
in our family. Nobody near family, not your nucleus, not mine. Distant relatives. How's that?
It just looks, yeah.
There's a look.
There's a look.
It's very complimentary. Everybody thinks Dunkel is
He's
adorable.
a handsome boy.
Yeah.
He's a handsome boy. So it is only out of praise that we say that.
He's hot too.
All right, I'm looking at this Burn After Writing again.
Okay, I'm gonna exit the scene here and turn the fan on.
But I was going to ask you a question.
I'll be right back.
All right, if you guys are still watching, she has left the premises. But I got to find a good one for you to listen to.
I'm here.
Okay. What is the song title that best describes your life? Can you think of one?
Bad shit happens, but good shit happens too.
Who sings that?
Michael Franti and Spearhead.
Did you have that prepared? Because that was really quick.
No, but I've been
It's
listening
supposed
to
to be sporadic, on the spontaneous.
I've totally been listening to it recently, that song, because it says, had a bad day, woke up late, the weather was bad, I got a flat tire, that whole thing, but then could feel the sun in my face and all of that, and it's like, bad shit happens, but good shit happens too, so let it happen to you, let the good times roll, let it into your soul.
Do you want to sing the rest of it? Too?
Yes.
I can try to harmonize or do a beat for you.
No more secrets.
No more secrets. I don't know what song title would describe my life. The one that came to my mind, and it doesn't even work because I can't even think of something on the fly, was Perfect. By Ed Sheeran, or you could say One Direction too. But I was like, yeah, that was the first song title. I'm like, that's not my life.
Not at all. My God, it's chaos.
Right.
Chronicles of Katie. You want to talk about your little experience with Lando or
my
no?
little snag,
It's
literally.
literally a snag.
Yeah. Okay. So I have a dress fitting coming up, and I tried on my dress again, just to make sure it was, still fitting right and stuff. I mean, or just to know what to expect for when I get it fitted and everything. And it was kind of half on, and it was hard to put on by myself. And
And you couldn't ask Matt
I
because
can't ask
you don't
Matt
want him to
because- and he's
see
the
it.
only other person in the house because I don't want him to see it and everything. So I'm in the guest bedroom where I keep it, and I forgot to close the door because Lando, our cat, will usually go in there. And I forgot to close the door, and lo and behold, Lando finds his way right in there, And as I'm in the dress, he starts to be a cat and play around with the bottom of the dress and
Like,
stuff.
how great is this?
And I'm like, Lando, seriously?
And he has claws.
And he has claws, so he's gonna he very well could have ruined the bottom of the dress, and
Right.
I had to quickly bend down to kind of get him off of it, which I saved the bottom part from any harm from him, and I got him out of the room. But as I bent over, the dress was on awkwardly, and part of the netting in the back kind of split open.
And this has nothing to do with her being bloated.
It doesn't. So,
It was in the wrong place because she didn't have time because Lando attacked her
this
before.
was all very quick. No, the dress fits fine and everything, but it's the dress split because it was just not put on right. And
So now she already ripped her wedding dress, and it's not even her
already
wedding.
ripped it once. However, I was told by the person that's gonna fix it up that it is manageable, or
The
at least we
alter-
can hide it and stuff. It's not a big thing.
Yeah,
But it's still, when you're wearing an expensive gown like that, you don't want to have rips in it.
I know.
It's I just knew that it was gonna happen. I just had a feeling.
That's why her life is perfect.
That's why my life is perfect. That's the
everything
perfect
goes
song title.
flawlessly with you.
Oh, here's another one. Highway to Hell, I think. That one's a good one.
Is that your theme song for your life?
I have nothing in between. I have
Perfect and Highway to Hell.
Highway to Hell as the two songs of my life,
Oh my gosh.
That's funny. We could do a couple more of these, and then we can probably...
Katie has a birthday party to get to.
We talked about this, yeah.
Yeah. And the dress
Yeah.
yeah. And the dress isn't her wedding dress. It's my coming out as a reverend party
And I have to look nice for...
where she just
The
happens to be
occasion.
wearing a wedding dress. We've gone over this.
What is... Sorry to tangent back into
No
this.
problem.
What is the one thing that you would like to be able to stop? One thing that you do that you would like to be able to stop?
Poop.
You'd like to be able to stop.
No, I don't.
So say, I think that's a nice experience.
If we have to be human, yeah, I guess I wish I didn't have to have that in my life all the time. Because it interrupts things, you know.
Yeah.
But once that happens, it feels good, you know.
Yeah. Oh, I see that.
One thing that I do that I'd like to be able to stop, caregiving.
Oh, yeah. That's a good
That's
one.
a good
We were
one.
just talking about that.
Because I've been caregiving.
For 3 different people now.
Yep, and if you include Steve in there with his open heart
That's a
surgery,
4.
yeah. And then older animals that have died and have needed me, and then, yeah, now Terry, and it's just, I went literally right. I mean, it was simultaneous to have Terry sick and my dad sick at the same time for a couple years. And I'm weary, and Terry's, he's sick. He's sick. He needs it, but it's just tiring. So, yeah, I'd love to not be a caregiver.
Yeah.
I'd like to be able to stop. Now, I don't know if they're talking like addictions and things, because, but I don't want to stop drinking wine. So
No, it's just something that...
it's what's that you want to stop.
This is whatever comes to your mind with these.
Caregiving.
That's what's supposed to get the ideas going.
It's funny that I said poop first.
Poop, yeah. Whereas I love it because I'm like, not to get too into it, but our digestive systems are very different. So it's kind of a...
Yeah, I have to keep everything in, and she tries to get everything
I try
out.
very hard. Yeah. To get it out. We won't go into more graphic detail.
What about you, though?
To give up?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's
One thing, it says one thing that you do.
rolling my ankles.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, actually, I feel, that's a good one for me.
Okay.
Because I can't really control it, and sometimes it's just like I hit a rock weird, or I step off of a curb, and it just doesn't hold. And I or even like a little divot in the grass or something, and it's just, I try very hard to strengthen it, but I'm at the point now, after doing it, 10 plus times each foot, it's, I can't really prevent it. I can be more aware, and so when I'm aware, I'm not going to roll my ankle. But if I just am, looking off into the distance while I hit a rock weird, or whatever the examples that I just mentioned, I will roll my ankle, and it sucks.
Well, and probably the ligaments are all stretched out, too.
Very stretched out. No matter how much I do physical
Calf
therapy on
raises
it.
and all that, yeah.
Yeah, they're just they just are what they are. Like,
especially now that she's 30.
Yeah, my ankles are gonna go to shit too.
Yep.
Going
to be all wrinkled.
My ankles are gonna get wrinkled.
Or double chins.
Oh, that'd be fun. Maybe one will get a double chin, one will be wrinkled.
That would be really cool.
I get the worst of both worlds.
You could get Botox on your ankles.
I think I would be the first one to do that.
I think so.
Maybe I'm not. Who knows? If anyone knows of anyone that got Botox on their ankles, please let us know. We'll interview them as a guest.
Come on TikTok right now. Actually, speaking of guests, I do want to share that Jill Nolden,
Oh, yeah.
2 guests ago for us, wanted to share and gave me the okay for us to share that her brain scans came out clear.
She was the one that she's had tumors for how long now?
22, 23 years
22
almost, yeah.
years in her brain, and it's also kind of
On her spine a little
spine and
bit,
stuff,
and
too.
she's been experiencing some headaches, and they're not really sure what the headaches are. There are still, I think she still has a couple, like there's scar tissue in there that can cause headaches and things like that, but there's no new tumors, and she's considered healthy that way. So I'm happy for her, and she's happy. So
good. I'm glad
so
she's
I
healthy.
wanted to share that with you guys. Apparently, she goes into the hair salon where one of my clients goes, and she saw that Jill Nolden was a guest on our podcast, and therefore says she's been listening to more of our podcast because she knows Jill Nolden. And
Cool.
she gave us a little plug. She said, "I love Katie and Mary."
Oh, she said my name first.
She did. Shit.
Oh,
Let's take a
man.
look.
That means I am the favorite. Lily.
I think it's alphabetical.
Oh,
I love Katie and Mary. Yep. Yeah, you're first.
you're right. It is.
But you're
alphabetical.
first on our book because of alphabet.
Not because I'm the favorite.
Or get the
Come on, it's my birthday. Build
get
up my
the
ego
worst
a little bit.
the worst over with. Like do.
The worst first, yeah. Well, first is the worst and second is the best. Did you ever tease your friends like that when you were...
Or what do we say is that second place is the first place loser?
Yeah, all sorts of ways to tease your friends when you're a kid, I think.
Anyway, any more? One more, maybe. And then
Pick one at random.
I'm very tired, so I'm going to get Dunkel home to his nighttime home. And I'm not going to go play video games because I would just smoke all of you.
I know. That's why you...
That's why I'm
That's
late
why I
all the
was
time.
hesitant about
inviting me.
inviting you to the party. Because you would beat us all.
All at the same time. I could play every single video game at the same time with 7 or 8 different people and still beat y'all.
I know that you're joking, but I feel like that would actually happen.
I have good instincts when it comes to stuff like that.
I think, yeah, you are a naturally competitive person. I think we all are.
Yeah,
a little bit.
yeah,
Like,
true.
It's an Albrecht
True.
thing where we have competitiveness. But I feel like you would kind of pick it up and start shit talking in no time. But how good you were.
I'd be so cool, because cool people say they're cool.
Okay. This is kind of a lighthearted one. My foolproof recipe for mending a broken heart is...
Oh my gosh, foolproof.
Yeah. I should have picked the one underneath it. I'm going to read that one too after this.
Now I want to hear that one.
Yeah, okay.
Let's move on.
We'll go back to it. If I had to sacrifice one of my relatives to save the world, it would be...
Do they have to be living?
It's just funny because we have the same relatives,
Exactly. And they have to be living, obviously, because otherwise they can't be sacrificed.
I guess, well, unless you brought them back. I mean, it's all hypothetical, really.
Okay.
Because then we would know the obvious answer, right? Like,
Let's see.
is your sibling considered a relative?
Yeah, big time.
So then you could say Ken.
Well, I could.
Would you? Is there someone else you
Well, I
want?
mean, that would be the one that would come up if he were alive. It just seems cheating because he's already gone.
Right. And the obvious answer.
Exactly. I know.
Like, I feel like we gotta dig a little deeper with it.
Yeah, we got to come up with something better. Let me think. Relative. Oh, I mean, I guess probably Steve. To save the world. He would like that. He would.
Then he would be like, there would be an honor, like a parade for him
I
and
mean,
everything.
he talks about it. He says that he
That's a good point.
wishes he could get out of this life soon so that he doesn't have to face what's all happening to our world. And he's actually jealous of Terry because Terry's having luck in death as well as luck in life, meaning the timing of his cancer is lucky because he's going to miss out on what's happening to our world. So there you go, Steve. There's my gift to you. I'm going to save the world on behalf of you. He would have it. It would be down in history books. It would be good.
Yeah.
He always wanted to be like a rock star or famous or so. there you
Okay. Yeah, this is very good reasoning.
go. Wow.
I'm just gonna say the same person,
Because who else? I mean, there's
just to go along with it. Yeah,
But the mending a broken heart, I think time.
time is the foolproof. Honestly, it's the
That's
only
all there
recipe.
is. There's
It's the
no-
only recipe for a broken heart.
There's nothing else. Yeah.
I think that is a good point because you can do all the self love tricks or self care, or you can go date other people, all this stuff. But really, it's just time is going to be the one that makes you feel better in the end.
And I wonder if it ever really completely mends when it's a true broken heart. There's always that piece that remains a little bit broken or a little
Yeah.
scarred,
But you start to be able to live outside of the broken heart
And the time
with
numbs it.
more time as that you've been able to heal your wounds and everything.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's a good answer.
Hey, one thing too, I didn't know if you know, but this birthday of your dad's, March 14th, he would be
Oh, yeah.
60.
Oh, interesting. So
Yeah.
yeah, I guess that makes sense because we're 30 years apart. But it would have been a big birthday for both of us, like milestone birthday or whatever.
Oh, God, you would have had to celebrate together.
Yep. Yeah, so glad that that's not the case.
Especially if Grandma were still around.
Yeah, so I'm born on March 3rd. My dad's birthday was March 14th, and growing up with the family birthdays, I would always have to share it with him, so I didn't really get any attention
At all.
and not intentional. Obviously, people tried to,
But it would be more.
but it would be overshadowed by him and his neediness.
And then towards the end of, I think you were in college even, I got forbidden to come to the joint birthday party by him. And
Which is funny because I invited you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's like, but it's my birthday party too. And my mom didn't understand that. And she's like, don't rock the boat, Mary. And it's like, ugh,
Yeah.
I just can't, Jesus, every single time.
And that's what I mean. Like, my birthday was overshadowed by his birthday.
Yeah.
Because ultimately he had to get what he wanted every single time.
Wow. Well, this year,
I'm doing what I want and playing video games.
Yep.
So that's it.
and it's worth the bloat.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, all the food.
Although, maybe you should pull that pillow up a little bit.
Why do you think it... Man, I love the encouragement from my loving aunt. Isn't she great? TikTok?
Yeah. Roses.
Yeah, we did get a couple roses. Looks like we got a couple other gifts too, which is kind of cool.
I want more.
I want more.
Okay.
Well, this was fun. I think we can wrap it up. 'cause
Yeah.
I got big plans.
You got
tonight.
plans. I'm
Yeah.
tired. It's all good. But thank you. We have more guests coming on. Lots of people like, oh, but look at, he just went sideways.
Oh my gosh.
Now we can't move.
Now you can't. You have to stay there forever. So, should we keep podcasting? Just kidding.
Let's start over. Hi,
Start all the way
everyone.
I'm your niece, Katie Albrecht.
Mary.
Um,
But yeah, we have more guests coming on. It's just a low energy week. Katie's tired from her birthday week, and I'm tired from Terry. So, so there you have it.
yep. Aren't you guys glad you tuned in?
Till next time, everyone.
Don't forget to subscribe to our Patreon as well.
Oh yeah,
I'm trying to
that's
get
right.
better at saying that.
Yeah, we tried to explain
We
to
have
everybody
links.
what that's about. It really does help us. It gives us a lot more freedom to, purchase different equipment, invite other guests on, just
keep the quality of the
support
podcast.
The quality, right?
And
yeah.
I think since we've been like investing more in the podcast and everything, our quality has gone up tremendously. So
Mm-hmm.
any help that we can get with that is obviously greatly appreciated.
And you get merch, man.
Yeah, you get cool
You
stuff.
probably get a sticker.
Where is it? Oh yeah, sticker, mug. We got the sign over here. I don't know if you can see it or not, but
Yeah.
yeah. So subscribe to that.
Please. We're great salespeople.
Aren't we great at this? Yeah. But anyways, we appreciate you guys for watching, listening, joining us live, and we will see you next time.
See you next time. Bye bye now.
Bye bye.